Hey, James C. Burns, I'm Sgt Frank Woods, and you're watching Connected Digital World, baby.
Yes.
Interviewing that scoundrel James C. Burns. Blimey. Box he is, box I say.
So now I'm copying you. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Nah, not at all, man.
Fair enough, that's cool.
I'm James C. Burns. I play Sgt Frank Woods, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2.
So, how did you first get into voice acting?
I'm not a voice actor, dude. Well, seriously, it's not, I mean, like, it's funny, I kind of want to be isolated from the rest of the pack because those guys are mega talented. I mean, the voice guys, they really do a lot in an empty space. I've only done one game, Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm a one-trick pony. Now, granted, it's a pretty big trick, but Woods is shot entirely live action. There's no time in the box. Where no one of those guys, they go in there and they have this thing. I'm a film guy, I'm a film actor, so I depend more on silence than I do on words. And that's pretty tough in a voiceover box. You know, silence doesn't really. I'm notorious for cutting lines. If I can get that with a look, why do I need a line? So, coming into a game, basically, the Woods was designed to be shot entirely in performance capture, full performance capture. So it's face, body, and voice captured just like a film. And that was Woods' genesis. In fact, that's why I'm here today doing it. I'm one of the guys that helped develop the technology from the actor side of it, and then I just stuck. You know, they tried to replace me half a dozen times, but you know, the director was saying, "Well, can he sound like the guy from the demo tape? Well, can he move like the guy from the demo tape?" So finally, he said, "Well, why don't we just hire the guy from the demo tape? You could probably get him cheap too." So, you know, and they did.
So, how did you get into character for Woods?
The joke is there's not much separation between me and Woods. That's kind of the joke. I don't know, man. I've been doing this kind of role for a long time. In all honesty, I don't know. It just shows up. You know, they say action, and all of a sudden this thing appears, and it's Woods. And what's great about it, about Dave Anthony, the head of Treyarch, is they really gave me a lot of rope to hang myself. Because, you know, we start going, I would change lines and, you know, go off on tangents, and next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, listen, he changed." So finally, you know, after about a couple sessions of me just really wailing off book and stuff, he liked it so much, he said, "Okay, from now on, let him do whatever he wants. Just let him go." Because they kind of quit, like, forget it, just let him go, we'll pick it. But it was, it's a real privilege, and it's really extraordinary that they give me so much latitude with the character. They really let me just take it to all different ends of the earth. So it's a real privilege to be given that kind of respect. Yeah.
How long does the process take for you for a game like Call of Duty?
Well, we'll go the whole process altogether about a year and a half. But Black Ops 1 and 2 was an ongoing project for me. It's not like we stopped Black Ops 1 and then picked up. You know, we were in meetings constantly. They were thinking about Black Ops 2. Like 2 weeks before they launched Black Ops 1, they're taking ideas for Black Ops 2. So it was an ongoing process. I was involved a lot with Dave Anthony with the generation of where Woods is going next. Old Man Woods was a really big challenge because we had to make him a narrator. He had to explain 40 years of history, but make it entertaining and do it in small sound bites. So that's a real challenge. So how do you make a history lesson interesting? And that's where that's where the freedom of kind of Woods' vernacular, Woods' way he speaks, way he thinks was really effective. You know, and then there's the daily process, where basically it takes about an hour and a half to get the markers on, to get the suit on, to get round up. You got to calibrate yourself to a computer. It takes about an hour and a half to get that together for each person. So basically you have a 7 o'clock call. You're not gonna start working till 9 o'clock. I mean, there's some crossover, but if we have 6 people on set, they all have to be round, and so it's a tough work day. You got to snap through things, but you know, we work 8-hour days, break for lunch. You know, it's just like, for me, it's just like making a movie, and that's all I really know. I don't. Again, go back to these voiceover guys. They amaze me. You know what they do. They're so versatile and they're so, you know, rubbery. And they do all these great things with the voices. I pretty much, you know, it's me. It's like I'm like making a film. It's called Black Ops 1 and 2.
So obviously your character was killed off at the end of Black Ops 2.
Mm-hmm. Not obviously. I live in 2 of the endings.
Ooh.
You don't know this? When you're interviewing me, get that shit. The hell with this interview. No, we intentionally made 3 endings to Black Ops. There's a really dark and bad ending where basically Menendez wins. And there's a neutral ending where Menendez loses, but the world loses. And then there's a great ending where Woods lives, David lives, and Alex Mason's alive. Yeah, and it's you got to know there's some secret steps to getting there. You got to make sure you don't shoot Mason. You know, shoot the guy in the leg. When the guy at the back of his head, shoot him in the leg. Make sure you save Karma. Make that decision very fast, because if you don't, she goes away and you don't get her. And then you got to save Karma because she saves the world at the end. And then when it's all said and done, and you want to smoke that bastard Menendez, don't. And when you hear the words, "Nurse Batshit, where are my smokes?" then you know you've gotten to the right place.
Great. And the music video at the end.
The Van Sevenfold? Wasn't that fun?
That was just insane.
That was so much fun. I remember Dave called me and Kamara up, and Kamara Dolores, who plays Menendez. And he said, "We're doing this thing. Couldn't tell you what." They never tell you what it is. You get the script the night before, right? I can't tell you what it is, but you know, be ready. And so we get there, we get the script, and it was just a hoot, you know. And again, it's a testament to Dave Anthony and his creativity. He's such a broad-thinking, creative talent, and he came out and he just rocked it out. The kids from Avenged Sevenfold were so much fun, very easy, and they're huge Call of Duty fans. I mean, like, they are massive. They actually travel with a screen and I think an Xbox, you know, in a what they call a vault case for this. Everywhere they go, that's what they do before the game. They play Black Ops, which I think is pretty spectacular.
And do you think there might be a Black Ops 3 with you in it?
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a Black Ops 3. Any insinuation that Black Ops 3 does or doesn't exist is clearly by coincidence. Oh, I did that good, didn't I? I'm telling you what, man. I hope so. There's a lot of changes happening in the video game world. The engines are changing, the controllers are changing, and I'm free to talk about is that they're pretty sure that Activision will not be issuing a game for another 3 years. They're going to wait a year, I believe, to let the dust settle, see how these new handheld devices work out.
And the 2 next-gen consoles.
That whole thing about playing cloud platform gaming. They're smart. I mean, they're going to wait because once you start building a story, these are massive narratives, man, and you don't want to build a story, and then have it be under the technologies available. Oh, you undertold the story. You have all this technology that you can incorporate into your game experience. So they're smart. They're going to wait, let the dust clear, see what's where the strengths are, and then I'm sure they're going to aim something for the next gen after that. You know what I mean? So that's what I can reveal to you now. I see Treyarch a lot. They're my friends, and they're willing to tell me things, but I can only release so much information. Yeah.
So what's next for you then?
Oh my God, so much going on, dude. Okay, important stuff. I have a comic book that just came out. It's called Redacted. It's based on Sgt Frank Woods in Vietnam, but I had to change the name because it belonged so it's called Redacted. It features a story of Griffin Baines, who's a sergeant of a SOG team in Vietnam, and it tracks the whole Vietnam War through a series of stories I researched while I was developing the Woods character. And the most exciting thing is I'm doing basically a Black Ops zombie film. Oh yeah. Again, it's probably going to change all the names. It's going to be, it's called Nam Zombies. We're in pre-production right now. I've talked to a number of the cast members from Black Ops 1 and 2, they're all on board. And I'm going to have it done. I want to do it in such a way where I can involve the whole community and get involved. Because I get a lot of feedback saying, wow, is Woods going to be in Zombies? And no, he's not. They're not going to do that. So if somebody wants to eat a hamburger, sell them a hamburger. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a fun movie. The story's already written. It's badass. It's going to be a lot of bullets and bombs. And if you remember the great fire scene from Predator, you know, they're just ripping up the forest. That's how the film opens up. And it's going to be, you know, weapons and you know, airstrikes, and the story's compelling, and it's based on some reality of Vietnam and it's science, and so when the zombies appear, it's not a magical thing. It's science based, which is important to me. And hopefully we'll be shooting in Vieques sometime next January. So I'm going to lean on the community a lot to help me push that through.
Definitely.
But no way will I be infringing on any of Activision's proprietary rights. No way I'll do any of that. But Woods is a badass, and Woods, that badassery is going to be very much how this film's made.
Thank you very much for your time
today.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Peace.